me now on the comfy couch is somebody who does not look a day over 40, but they are celebrating 130 years of service. I'm talking about HopeSparks Celebrates, and with me I have Joe Leroy, who is the president and CEO of HopeSparks. Welcome, my friend.
Thank you, Amanda. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. Oh my gosh, 130 years. We were talking about this in the green room. It's like, what was it like 130 years? So what are some, looking back, because you've been with HopeSparks, Joe, for how long?
Just about 20.
Yeah, boy. When we think about 130 versus 20, it's a drop in the bucket. But you are qualified to answer the question of how has HopeSparks evolved to meet the changing needs of families in the past 130 years?
Yeah, it started out as a basic needs organization in Tacoma. How do we meet the basic needs of our Tacoma residents? That was the initial concern. And as you know, like any nonprofit, some people who are concerned about a particular issue come together and say, what are we going to do about it?
Yeah.
So that's how we started. Over the first 100 years, we really shifted and grew into a mental health organization, really known for mental health and well-being services. After World War II, really focused on abuse and neglect issues with kids. And then I would say our last 30 years, we've really grown into a full-service organization that looks at how do we work with the entire family. And how do we meet the needs of the entire family that we're serving? So I like to say we're a comprehensive family services organization, really living up to the name HopeSparks Family Services.
Yes, absolutely. So if you had to sum up what you think HopeSparks has, what's kept it strong for the past century, what would it be?
So I thought a lot about this question, and I think it comes down to really three things. Throughout our history, we've had an unwavering commitment to kids and families. And at the core of our work is people, yes. Passionate people. And there's just been an unwavering commitment the whole time to children and families. I think second, what I'm calling is resilient spirit. And to your earlier question, how do we adapt and grow and innovate to meet the changing needs of a community? You just don't do the same thing for 130 years, or you don't stay stagnant. How do we grow and how do we listen to the people we serve so that we can adapt and change services to meet the needs? And the third, I would say, is steady presence. We've just been a steady presence in the community for so long. I've seen families turn to us generationally. Families' kids will turn to us. I even have clients that I worked with who are 11, 12, 13 years old, who are now in their late 20s, early 30s, who reach back out for support and just someone to touch base with from time to time. So it's astonishing to me that people can come and reach back to us when they need to.
Oh, I mean, my goodness, that must just be such a whiplash to know that when you were 11, 12, and now you are an adult and you're still working off that template. On that vein, Joe, there's got to be a story or an example that when you lay your head down at the end of the day and you're thinking about work, how HopeSparks has affected a family comes to mind. What would it be?
Good question. We serve about 6,800 families a year, and through all of our programs, we provide almost 40,000 unique services in a year through all of our programs. So there's many stories. The ones that I think really stand out to me, or I love it when all of our programs work together. And families can receive services for more than one program. For example, we are the Pierce County Relatives Raising Children program for Pierce County. 1 in 11 kids in Pierce County is actually raised by a non-biological parent. So that's a lot of kids that come into relative care for certain reasons, family emergencies, life circumstances, and relatives are often stepping up to take care of kids unexpectedly. So we have grandparents who come to our organization and say, I'm parenting 3 kids I didn't have yesterday. What do? I don't have a bed, so I don't have clothes. How do I get them into school? And it's overwhelming. So when I see all of our programs step up to wrap around a family like that, those are the ones that really stand out. We have bought mattresses, we've bought beds, we've bought car seats, we've made sure families have clothing. Our team has stepped up to make sure housing is stable. Because at the end of the day, in those particular cases, relatives are trying to keep kids out of foster care.
Yes.
And that's a big deal.
You know, it's how do you, when you just got done saying keeping them out of foster care, is that one of the safety nets that you provide for families?
Yeah, one of the safety nets. I think the core safety net I would say we provide is we do all of our work through the lens of prevention. Our hope and dreams is that prevention services and upstream interventions are more available to families than crisis services. And that's really what we hope to do, is really do all of our work through the lens of prevention.
All right, you have a big party coming up, so I need to hear all the details, what's planned and what people can expect when they buy their ticket.
Yeah, so we've sold almost 400 tickets to our 130th Anniversary Gala on October 11th, 1 month from today.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's at the downtown Marriott, 5 p.m. The one piece of feedback I get from people who come to our events is they're just a lot of fun, there's a lot of joy, and there's a lot of hope in the air. And here's some great pictures of some past events. We're celebrating 130 years. Come celebrate with us.
Yes.
You'll hear stories of impact, and we want to look at our legacy and celebrate that, but we also want to look ahead to the future. Where are we going?
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So when you think about the next 130 years, and these are, of course, people who have sponsored. That
Yes,
we
our
were showing
fabulous
there.
sponsors who have completely underwritten the event already.
Wow.
So every dollar is going to 100% the program.
I love that. So next 130 years, what's the future?
Yeah, the future is remaining focused on prevention and really looking at services through the lens of early intervention. And I would be remiss if I didn't say that our partnerships and our valuable community partnerships are really what make us go. And so just being a part of that fabric that we weave and knit together as a community. We don't do anything alone.
No.
We do it in partnership. So just remaining part of that fabric, I think, is important.
Absolutely. I just want to say thank you for the strong fabric that HopeSparks is when we start to look at how families and how homes and tapestries are all woven together. HopeSparks is that one that's always there. And I don't say that lightly because agencies can come and go, but after 130 years, I think you know your game. So best of luck on your gala. I want to have you back on the couch sooner than later. And you look great for 130 years.
Thank you very much.
We have much more to come on Cityline. Don't go away. We'll be right back.